Hello everybody, Avian Solar here. Today, as promised, I'm going to be taking a deeper look at mens rea, which is the second element of a crime and covers a suspect's state of mind. Now, there are three types of mens rea: intention, recklessness and neglect. There's also a special case known as strict liability, which I will discuss later in the video. Right, let's start by taking a look at intention. Now, there are two types of intention. Direct intention, where a suspect commits an act and desires the consequences of that act. For example, if I was to throw a punch at someone with the intention to hurt them, then I've committed a criminal offence and I desired the consequences. Oblique intent is where a suspect commits an act knowing that the consequences are a virtual certainty, but takes the act anyway. An example of this would be if someone wanted to destroy a parcel by blowing up an aeroplane. Now, they would know that by blowing up the aeroplane, it's a virtual certainty that they're going to kill the other people on the aeroplane. But because they commit the act anyway, then they've committed the offence and they have the oblique intent. Moving on, let us now talk about recklessness. This was defined in the case of R versus Cunningham, where the judges held that a person is reckless if they foresee a risk of harm but take that risk regardless of it. So, for example, let's say I'm driving through a crowded street really in excess of the speed limit and I see that there's a risk of harm of me hitting and injuring someone. Regardless of that risk, I continue to drive at silly speed through the streets and I do in fact hit someone. I have been reckless and thus do have criminal liability. Now, negligence. Negligence doesn't come up as much as intention or recklessness, as there are far less crimes where negligence can lead to criminal liability. However, there are some, such as gross negligence manslaughter. And negligence was defined in the case of V Adomako, where it was held that negligence is where the conduct of a defendant was so bad in the circumstances that it amounts to a criminal act or omission. Just a quick aside here, an omission is a failure to act, and in British law, the general principle is there is no criminal liability from a failure to act unless an exception applies, and I will discuss these exceptions in a future video. And as promised, now let's talk about the special case, which is strict liability. Now, an offence of strict liability does not require a mens rea, and as such, someone can commit an offence without actually intending to. Quite a lot of road traffic offences come under this, such as excessive speed, driving without MOT and driving without insurance are all strict liability offences, so you do not actually have to intend to commit the offence to be criminally liable for it. And now you know about mens rea and the different types. This will become useful in later videos when we talk about offences. So if you don't want to miss out, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like my videos, please do consider liking them. And got any feedback from it, just leave it in the comments below. I'm always open to hear what you guys think about my videos and I want to make them more enjoyable to watch for you. If you're interested in seeing me act out these videos, feel free to come and check me out on Twitch. I stream most Tuesdays and Thursdays from about 5:30 in the evening. And I'm always up to have a chat while I'm over there. As usual, of course, though, I wish you all have a very nice day.